Hey guys, Todd Helms with Eastmans Hunting Journals out here today to bring you a gear review on the new Outdoor Edge ErgoMax 6-piece professional grade butcher set. I'm going to run down through all the features that these knives boast that Outdoor Edge built into this professional grade set with the ErgoMax kit, and then I'm going to cut some meat. I've got a hind quarter, a front shoulder, and a backstrap off of a mule deer buck that I recently harvested, and I'm going to use each of these knives for different purposes and breaking them down and see how each one works. I will say this, I'm excited to get this right before Christmas. I've seen these advertised. I knew they were coming out and I was excited to get my hands on one, and it came in perfect time. I got this buck last weekend. I showed up Monday morning to work and there's the knife kit on my desk, right in time for me to do some butchering. All right, so the Outdoor Edge ErgoMax professional grade 6-piece game processing or meat processing set of knives features 6 knives. You have a Granton butcher that has like an 8-inch blade, and then you have the 6-inch semi-stiff boning knife. You have a 6-inch mid-flex curved boning knife. You have the deep belly Skinner, which is a 5-inch blade, and then the 4-inch drop point knife. They have upgraded handles, and it comes with a coarse and fine sharpener right built into the kit. But as a kit, having this in your hunting camp or in your garage or your shop to process your game is going to be huge. I could see leaving this in my truck on a hunt that I'm going to come back to. So as you can see, each of these blades is black titanium coated. And what that does is it helps fight corrosion, because if you're taking this out in the field and leaving it out there with you or having it out there with you, those knives will get corroded. And that titanium coating helps keep your knife corrosion free, keeps rust off. It helps clean up because it's a slicker surface. It's also, Outdoor Edge is claiming, making the knife slicker as it cuts through meat. So these handles that you see on here are really unique. Outdoor Edge kind of went back to the drawing board with the handles. The backside's firm and you have more of the inside grip that's a little bit cushier. They're very, very ergonomic. They fit the hand really, really well, which reduces hand fatigue when you're processing or butchering animals. We're going to start with this Granton butcher, a Granton butcher, and these are in here tight. This is the 8-inch Granton butcher, and this is a slicing knife. It's an all-purpose knife. This is designed to slice large pieces of meat into steaks. And I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to pull out the 6-inch straight, stiff boning knife. This blade is a little bit more stiff. If you can notice here, this knife has some nice flex to it. You can see that blade bend a little bit, but it doesn't have too much. I'm going to use this probably as my primary breaking knife. When I'm breaking joints or removing large pieces of meat off of bone, that's what I'm going to use this for. That's what it's designed to do, guys. The next knife in this ErgoMax case is the 6-inch mid-flex curved boning knife. So you can see that upswept curved blade. That is really handy when you've got some more delicate work you need to be doing, maybe removing some silver skin, or even for boning out off of the bone as well. Now, the next knife in here is the one that when you need it, you really need it. This is the 5-inch deep-bellied Skinner. And if you look at that knife, that is designed to make long, sweeping strokes, but that deep-bellied Skinner is going to be awesome for taking height off of large animals. All right, so the next one is the 4-inch drop point knife. Again, this is your classic drop point style hunter. There's a little bit of there's some indexing grooves on the back for I can really get my finger in there and really maintain control of that blade. I could choke up on this knife and use that like this. This wouldn't be a bad knife for caping. This is a very robust knife. There's no flex to this knife. It is stiff. That knife is going to be great for taking quarters off of an animal. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to start cutting. You guys aren't going to see me use the skinning knife, and probably not the drop point, just because I've got this mule deer broken down to quarters and it's skinned already. So I'm going to start with the backstrap. I got a bunch of carnivores in my house, including myself, and we go through backstrap. It doesn't last long, guys, in my house. That's very smooth. I mean, That cut that backstrap like butter, guys. That's a super clean, nice straight cut. Wow, that cuts so easily. I just find that spot in the back and I cut kind of at a downward angle to get that silver skin. Started off there and I cut down just like that. And I'm just easing that knife blade through here to cut that silver skin off. It's a lot like filleting a fish, taking the skin off a fish. Peel that off, and I've got almost all of it. I end up with, I mean, that's literally just silver skin there, guys. This is a real test, how tight I can get to that silver skin with this blade. Oh yeah. This is what they mean by precision butchering. Look at that. Really thin, fine piece of meat. You want a minute steak? There's your minute steak right there. Not even a minute. That's like a 15-second steak. Really positive grip on this knife. I'm pleased. Very, very sharp. Very precise cuts. I'm trying not to cut too deeply, but I want to get all this dried skin, this dried crust that I've got from hanging this meat off of the knife. This knife wants to eat, guys. It's sharp. Man, that knife just really smooth cuts. There, my backstrap is ready to go on the grill right there. Phenomenal, really great, handy, useful knife. I like the mid flex for that. That little bit of flexibility that they've built into that blade is awesome for when I really need to follow that. That would be the perfect knife for taking a backstrap off of an animal. All right, so I've got this front shoulder right here, and I'm going to use the 6-inch straight boning knife for this bad boy. We're just gonna take the meat off the bone. I'm not gonna get into as detailed a process as I did with that backstrap. So here we go. Find that bone. My first cut is gonna be right down the edge of that bone. Wow. That cuts phenomenal. There's that shoulder joint. The head of the scapula is right there. Come around, go underneath. Come up, follow that scapula up to the top. Man, that cuts good. I'm gonna turn it. That basically, guys, that chunk of meat right there is basically like a flat iron steak. It's an awesome piece of meat off of anything, any four-legged critter. So right down the same line, wow. It just wants to cut. That sounds stupid to say that, but it just does. I mean, I started putting pressure and the knife just followed the edge, which is exactly what you want in a knife. Come up here to that. I'm gonna do the same exact process. I'm gonna take some of this, find the end of that ridge, turn your knife, come through. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna clean up this bone a little bit more later. Let's break this shank off with the drop point knife. And this is where you gotta find the joint right there, cut around, bear with me. I'll find it, cut all the way around, cut this big heavy tendon at the back of the elbow right here. And we're just gonna take this off is what we're gonna do. For doing this, that's pretty impressive right there. This is a really heavy duty knife that's designed to do this heavy, heavy work. Pop that joint. Just like that, I've got my shank. And that's that thin bone in the back, but there's my shank piece right there. I can take my curved boning knife, guys, and I can clean up some of this stuff that's down here, which I would highly recommend. I love how tight I can get to the bone with this. It's super sharp. Yeah, that works awesome. Each of the knives in this set has a purpose, and this one is perfect for what I'm doing right here, which is cleaning up these bones, cleaning up the scapula. So I get every little scrap and piece of grind meat for making sausage and bratwurst and burger if you want. Anyway, I can sit here and play with this for the whole rest of the review. Or I'm going to take that in the kitchen and continue to work on it. I do have to clean up a lot of that front shoulder. This straight boning knife is going to be ideal for this hind quarter. All right, come here, baby. All right, so the hind quarter is a little bit different. I got some stuff that's going to get cleaned up, but I'm just going to break it down in the muscle groups with the 6-inch straight boning knife. So the first thing I'm going to do, pop that tendon right there, and I'm going to follow this line up and find that femur right there. There's a line right here, do the same thing. Man, that cuts so smooth. Again, a little bit of flex is really nice, guys. Not too much, but a little. I could clean this up, just like this, with the boning knife, go right along that edge. Look at that. See how fast that was, Lindsay? Lindsay's running the other camera. Watch this. Keep your fingers out of the way, because that right there, that's a sharp knife. I mean, when you're scraping bone like that, that's pretty good. That's pretty impressive. That's what's left of the hind quarter when I got done with these two boning knives, the 6-inch straight and the 6-inch curved boning knife. You can do a lot of different stuff with that. Now, I'm going to set the straight aside, because now I'm really getting into the meat and potatoes of the curved boning knife. It's nice to have a sharp knife because I'm not pushing hard. The blade, that titanium coated blade's not sticking to the meat, and it's sliding really nicely, which makes things safer for me while I'm doing this, because I'm not struggling. That is slick. This knife is so sharp and it slides so smoothly that I'm going to end up leaving a whole bunch of fat and non-desirable tissue in its wake, and I'm not going to end up having to take it. There's my round. Here's my sirloin right here. I got some cleanup that I got to do on these guys, but that's the broken down kind of version right there. That is the two boning knives, the 6-inch straight and the 6-inch curved, did the majority of the work there. I was really impressed overall with how these knives cut, how they slide. Cutting an entire sirloin, cutting steaks, you want your steaks to be concentric. You want them to be nice and even cut. That is what a big knife like the Granton Butcher is going to get you. So let's cut some sirloin steaks. Start on the end. It's probably just going to be a squaring cut right about there. Holy smokes. This goes right through it. Big, long, even cuts. Perfect sirloin steak. And keep going. Look at that. Perfect sirloin steaks, guys. Just like that. Just cut up sirloin, just like as you please. Guys, in a nutshell, that's half of the mule deer buck that I killed last Sunday. But I wanted to walk you through the drop point, which you saw me break a joint with. You saw me use the Granton Butcher knife, the Granton Butcher, to make big long cuts and steaks. You saw me use the majority of the work that I did was probably with the mid-flex 6-inch curved boning knife. The whole time that I was using these, including the straight knife, which you saw me use for that as well, the whole time I never slipped. My hands aren't fatigued. I mean, shouldn't be from doing that little bit amount of work. But my point is the handles on these are very ergonomic. They are extremely comfortable in the hand to grip and do really minute or really fine work with. But man, the Outdoor Edge ErgoMax 6-piece professional grade game processing knife set is a winner. Go check them out wherever you get your Outdoor Edge stuff. You can go on their website and check out even more. These retail for about $100 MSRP on their website. This would make a killer Christmas gift for the hunter in your life, or if you've got people that need an upgrade to their butcher set, this Outdoor Edge ErgoMax butcher set is phenomenal, guys. I really like this. This was easy to use. The titanium coating on the blades was a surprise for me. I thought, okay, that's a gimmick. Not a gimmick. It really slides through meat very smoothly, very nice, and doesn't stick. I've got some more work ahead of me to get this meat cleaned up, but the whole point of this was to show you this knife set breaking down a half of a mule deer, basically, and we did it very quickly, very efficiently, and easily. Wow. The Outdoor Edge ErgoMax 6-piece professional grade processing knife set is a winner in my book. Guys, while I got you here, drop down, mash that subscribe button, maybe stab that subscribe button, flip on that notifications bell, and leave us some comments while you're here. Let us know what else you want to see and what you thought of this review. Also, check us out on all of our social media feeds, Instagram, Facebook, and our full suite of Eastmans podcasts. You can get all 6 of our podcasts anywhere you get your podcasts. Make sure you're tuning in for some great conversations and discussions. And guys, until next time, we'll see you in the field.